Hello everybody. Today I'd like to show you an app which I have beta tested over the last few months. It's called Bricolage and lets you manipulate or edit photos. And you will say, "Oh, not again! Not an app which edits photos." But yeah, what should I say? Bricolage does exactly that, but the cool thing, it does it different. So let's start the app. So the cool thing on Bricolage is that you could not only edit or manipulate pictures, you can also do it with movies. And it does it by using a so-called nodal system. That means it uses an in point and an out point, and you can add stuff between it. So as you see here, there is a video sequence, and we are right now in the player section of the app. And when I go over to the nodal system, these are nodes. You may know it from an application like Nuke. It's a compositing application running on the PC or Mac, and this Bricolage uses the same method to manipulate images. So you have a few icons here in the app. On the top left, you have this photo symbol, creates a new project. The second icon, the pencil, lets you save this nodal view or nodal setup. The third one is a cool one. Here you can choose which resolution you like to work with, a quarter, half res, or full res. I may choose half res right now, and the render resolution, of course, is full HD. That's okay. And beside that nodal view here, you have two more options. The next one is that you see the nodal system on the top and the video on the bottom. And the third one is that you are seeing the nodes laid over the original video. So why should we use nodes? Because nodes are cool. And I show you why the nodes are cool. So for example, let's say I like to change the exposure of the video. So I go over to the left side and I choose exposure adjust, and now I have this exposure adjust node, and now I like to connect this one with the video input and the output. How can I do that? And that's on the PC it's not a problem. You just use your mouse. On the mobile devices it's a little bit more complex, so you have to find a good solution. And I think the solution Bricolage is using is quite nice. So you have just to kiss the node, and I have to do the same on the right side. And now these three nodes are connected together. Right now you won't see any difference because the exposure adjust node has I have not changed anything on the exposure adjust. So now I click on it. On the right side I see the settings. Now I'm making it a bit darker, for example, and I let it go. Go over to the play mode, and voila, you see the movie running, and I adjusted the exposure. And let's say I like to do a bit more to the sequence. Let's say I like to add one more color correction node to it. Let's say, yeah, between the exposure and the output. A different way to add nodes is to hold your finger on the thin line between two nodes, and you will get an two more icons, an add node and a delete link icon. The delete link deletes the curve between the two, and the other one is the add node. And now I can let's say that one. Now I have made a black and white sequence out of it, and let's say I like to pimp it even more. So I click once more on the line between the two, add nodes, and let's say I like to use the photo effect process. And you see, now you have a completely different sequence. And everything is done on the iPhone. That's quite impressive. That's cool. And of course we can do more. Let's say I like to have a special effect on the sequence, and this one is called dot screen. What it does, it adds dots to the screen, and it looks like this. You can of course change settings on the dots, sharpness and whatnot. And when I play it again, I see nice dots over the image sequence. Cool. But now I like to combine this effect with dots and the other effect with the blue color correction together. To do that, I can choose a node which is called multi-mixer. I connect the output to the multi-mixer, and I choose, let's do it. Yeah, I connect that one here, and I connect the dots on top, and now let's see what we got. We have the cool dot sequence over the original video. That's quite impressive. That's super cool. And of course we can still change settings. Let's say I like to make the dots a bit smaller, something like that. So how cool is that? I think that's a sequence you could use as a background for a title sequence in iMovie on the iPhone. So yeah, it's cool. And you see that the sequence is sometimes, I think it's in the end it's okay, but I like to rotate the whole thing a bit. But I like to rotate the sequence before all the effect stuff is happening. Or at least, yeah, I'll try it. So let's add another node which is called move, rotate and scale. I add it here. I'm going to try to edit here, but I also try to edit here. And that is why I like the nodal system so much, because now I'm using that node here to control on the one side the dot screen sequence, and on the other side the color correction and photo effect whatever thing with just one node. That's really cool. So let's say we rotate this sequence a bit. Maybe it's too much. Okay, let's say 1 point, I have no idea, 3 maybe? Okay, I'll just have to add a 0 between 1.03 maybe. Only a little bit. Check it out again. Playback. And now I have added a rotation fix to the video sequence. I added color correction, and I added a fancy effect to it, and everything on the iPhone. Remember, we are using an iPhone here. So in the end, what you like to do, you like to export the whole thing. You can do it by clicking on the square symbol with the arrow. I do it right now, and my iPhone is now rendering the sequence, and we have to wait a few seconds because the iPhone has to do a little bit work on it. Yeah, I like that kind of applications much. I know there are a few others, and I tested them, and they are also cool. But that one is fresh and quite speedy. You can buy it right now in the App Store. I know the programmer of that application, but I don't earn any money for it. So, but I like it, so that's why I'm recording the video. So save image, yeah, thin. I had also choose. There's also possible to export it directly to YouTube or Vimeo or whatever. But I just choose to export it. And let's see it. Here it is. Playback. And wow, that's great. So again, I like the app. I like the way it works. So you can change things every time. So it's non-destructive. So it's really cool. So check it out, Bricolage. Yeah, it's cheaper right now, so you can download it in the App Store right now. It's not expensive, so check it out. Okay, bye bye.